Today we're talking about Paddington in Peru. So this is the third Paddington movie, and Andrew has seen
all of them. No,
one of
I've
them.
only seen
Okay,
this one.
that's what I thought. So this is the first movie without Paul King as director. He left doing this movie to make Wonka with Timothée. Yeah. What did you think of this movie?
For me personally, I thought it was pretty boring. I don't think it's like a badly crafted movie. I think for young audiences, and I think that means like below 10, maybe 10-year-olds. I don't know. So I'm sure some teens can like it, but I don't even think it's a teen movie. I think it's very slow and not much to look at. It just didn't, like, I personally would prefer more of a Sonic as like a kid's family movie to this. Me personally.
Yeah. There's no Jim Carrey in here to make goofy faces for you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm saying, like, it was like, Disney's Mickey Mouse Playhouse or something to me. Like,
okay, that's fair.
Very kiddie. Now, there was some cute things here. It's a very cute movie. So I don't think it's like bad or anything. But for me, it was just boring. What did you think?
I liked it. Now, full disclosure, I really liked the first two movies, and I think that this is the worst one. But those other two movies are like really good. So, I mean, it's hard, and people really like the second one. People think the second one's like one of the best movies like ever. Like that second movie has like 99% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard to kind of
to compete with that.
Yeah. Now, I like the first one the most. I think it's the first, second, third, like exactly in that order. And that's one of the only, I think this is one of the only trilogies that is in, like, for me, is in that order. It's usually like the first one's fantastic and the second one's bad and the third one's a little better, or the first one's decent, the second one's amazing, and the third one is garbage. I don't think I've ever seen a movie where it's like first, second, third is boom, 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 better, better, better. But yeah, this one, I think it's first, best, second, and then a third. But I thought this movie was good. I like this movie. I think the world of Paddington is very charming. I think, honestly, I know I say this for everything, but I think you miss out if you haven't seen the first two. Because there's a callback from the first movie in this, and you're probably like, okay, when you saw it, because you didn't see it.
I didn't even know there was
exactly.
A callback.
There's a callback from the first movie in this movie, and you didn't get it because you never saw it. Now,
oh no, I would have enjoyed it so much more.
And I'll get into that when we get into. We're gonna do slight spoilers, but because there is some twists in the movie or whatever. But yeah, we'll get into that.
It was.
Yes, Andrew, it was. Yeah, I thought the movie was charming. I liked the movie, and I liked the Paddington characters in the Paddington world. So it probably is higher for me than it is for you. I think this is one of the best trilogies ever. Now this third movie doesn't cement it as the best trilogy or anything, because I thought this movie was fine. But I liked the movie. I thought the movie was good, and I think the Paddington world is charming, and that gives it like another point, So in my mind, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was entertaining. I thought the acting is good. I think the villains are very Paddington villains. But I thought it was good, and I liked the movie. Got anything else?
No, I think I said. I mean, without. I mean, I don't even need to talk about spoilers. I don't know if you do, but
Yeah, I want to. I mean, so but before we get into spoiler, so it's about Paddington and the his families, right? The Browns, right? His aunt, his bear aunt Lucy goes missing. Oh, Paddington is a bear. I don't know if anybody. I guess he is a bear,
I think we all know that. Yeah.
live animated bear, in a live action world. So yeah, his bear aunt goes missing, and they go to the Amazon to find her. Um, and that's just like the crux of the story. And you got Antonio Banderas is a boat captain. You have Olivia Colman is like the head nun of a nun sanctuary for old bears, I guess. So yeah,
So
retirement
retirement home.
for bears in Peru. So
Yeah.
Paddington comes over to find his aunt. Um, I thought the movie was good. Let's get into some spoilers here. So,
Wait, do
um,
you want to do a rating first, or
oh yeah, sure, yeah, right. Rating. I'm gonna say 7.5 because I thought this was a good movie overall, but the Paddington charm gives it a point 0.5 for me. So gives me a little bit of a bump for me.
I'm at a 6?
Okay. Yeah. I understand how you feel. I think it's valid to think, oh, it's just a kids movie, but I think I would say the other movies were better, and you should check them out.
Yeah, I don't. Even if those movies were good, if I had watched this at home, I would have been asleep in 20 minutes. Like it
Yeah,
has that like cozy type of
it's
feeling, and
cozy, it's charming. That's the overarching thing about it. They're fun. I think it's for kids, but it doesn't talk down to kids. It you know it's just good time movies. You feel good after watching the movies. They're not like there's no like real cynicism in the movies. They're just about family and just like kindness and love. I don't know. Those are good movies. They're
it's a very
heartfelt,
wholesome movie.
wholesome
Yeah.
movies. I think anybody can like the movies. I think try give the one of them. You could pick one, give one of those a try. Um, and I
Maybe if I get like hospitalized and it's on the
they
screen, maybe.
also they also like have like fantastical like whimsical parts of it. They kind of did it in this one with her like paintings. They have more of that in the other two than this one. I think not having Paul King as the director hurts this movie. Um, because yeah, he had more like fantastical parts like that in the first two movies, that we don't get in this one. Um, yeah, um, yeah. So, would you see it, stream it, or skip it,
I know. Yeah, this is an easy skip for me. Yeah, I don't think you need to see this in theaters at all.
or see it at all? Period. You said skip it.
Oh, you can stream it, sure, for
Okay.
your kids. I don't think it'd be worth buying everyone popcorn and it'd be like $80 to
Yeah,
see this.
I
No,
understand.
definitely not.
Uh, I would say see it. I think anybody can like Paddington. I think anybody could like this movie. You might. I think the lowest you'll be is a 6. I mean,
I mean, I was being generous. I don't think it's an average movie, but I mean, I'll never watch this again. But
no, I don't
I
think I'm gonna
am
watch it again
a
either.
30-year-old adult. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. I mean, but I think like I probably like kids movies and stuff. I'm more open to kids movies and stuff. I feel maybe than you. So, um, all right. Let's get into some spoilers here. There's not like a ton of spoilers or anything, but Okay, so first of all, the actress that plays the mom, I know you haven't seen the other two, but it's a different actress. They recast her because Sally
Oh,
Hawkins, who is the mom, went
I
and did.
like the mom in this one.
Anyway, so she went to
She's
do
Pink
one.
Panther.
Yeah, she's in Pink Panther. She's
I
not
was
Pink
like,
Panther,
where's
but
her glasses? She
she's
needs her
in Pink
glasses.
Panther. Yeah, I like her
Yeah.
too. I like her too. She's not the actress from the first two movies. She's like an Oscar-nominated actress for the first two movies. She left this movie to do Wonka with Paul King. She was the mom in Wonka. She's that lady. Um,
I legit don't remember who the mom is, so okay.
she's I don't know how to
It's
explain her to
it's
you.
fine. It doesn't
She's a really
matter.
good
Yeah.
actress, and the mom is like the linchpin of the family from the first two movies. She's the one that finds Paddington in the first movie. So when she pulls out the little tag out of his coat, and they do a callback saying, "Hey, if you find this bear, take care of him,"
Oh,
they
that was
can't they
so
can't
sad. They can't
show the
show her.
mom because it's a different actress. It doesn't hit the way it needs to because they don't have the same actress.
It's
Um,
true. Yeah.
so it for if you've seen the other ones, it's kind of like jarring for me. Um, that was one thing that I didn't love. It's just that moment didn't hit the way that it needed to hit because you can't even show her. So, and I like the first movie. So there's that. Now the villains. Did you like Antonio Banderas playing different characters? Like,
I think that's what put it up to 6 for me,
okay,
to be honest.
yeah, I like him. I mean, I like Antonio Banderas. I've liked him since Spy Kids. So, I mean, I like Antonio Banderas, and I think he did a good job. But and the villains in the Paddington are definitely along the same lines as the other villains. They're like kooky and weird and upbeat and kind of fun, even though they're the villains. Olivia Colman turns out to be the villain, which is not that surprising because she's very weird in the movie, but she's a great actress.
Nothing suspicious here.
Yeah,
Yep.
nothing suspicious here. Exactly. I like Olivia Colman. I don't believe that she's cousins with Antonio Banderas, but
What?
yeah,
How?
I know.
That makes no sense.
They
They're
just got her.
definitely cousins.
They just got her because she's a good actress and she can be a bad guy or a good guy very well. I think she's a really good actress. I have never seen anything with Olivia Colman that the movie can be not great, but she is always great. I think she did a good job. I think she's a good actress, Oscar-winning actress, of course. So yeah, yeah. Those are like I said, light, like little. I mean, those are big spoilers in the plot of the movie, but I don't think they're like things I need to touch on for a long time. But I think those two actors really elevate the movie because they're just good actors overall. And then the mom change of actress bothers me. It doesn't bother you. I mean, I like Emily Mortimer, and yes, I remember her from Pink Panther. That's pretty much the only other thing I've seen her in. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, yeah. I think they said they were gonna do another Pink Panther too with like Eddie Murphy or something. I haven't heard
I
anything about that since then. But
I do have, it's not even a problem really.
uh
But
huh.
the only issue I took with the movie was they have the dad has a boss who's an American, but she's not American.
Haley Atwell.
She's a British.
She's
Yeah, she's
British.
British. Yeah.
I mean, she plays
That bugged me.
Americans frequently. But
I'm
yeah,
not saying she doesn't. I'm not saying that's even. It's just like she's British though. You could have gotten an American that
it's a
played an
British
American
movie.
person.
This is a British,
I know,
British,
I
British,
know, but
British movie.
I get it. But that's like why it should have been an American playing the American.
I
I
mean,
don't
all the
know.
British actors play like
Yeah, I know.
his friend
Yeah,
that owns the
I
shop.
know. They
He's
already
British
took
too,
all
and
the
he's playing.
American roles. You could at least give the one American in the British movie an actual American.
I'm not surprised that it's a British person. Everyone is super British. That's anywhere a part of this, pretty much.
That was the only thing that bothered me. It didn't even really bother me that much.
Yeah. Well, they're making more Paddingtons. They've literally have a production company now called Marmalade Pictures. Like they're good. There more Paddingtons coming.
Super. Yep.
I mean, I thought this movie was good. So I'll see more Paddingtons. But yeah, I mean, I thought it was a pretty solid movie. Yeah, I mean, I saw two good movies, that and The Last Breath. So I mean, I'm on a pretty good roll of movies. Hopefully, the next movie that I see is a good movie. We can just keep this going along because the beginning of this year was.
What movie are you seeing?
I'm just saying, like in general, whatever that there's another mystery movie on Monday. We'll see if I go to that. I believe it's a rated R movie, so it might be that like Novocaine or something like that. We'll see what happens.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm hoping whatever the next movie I see is good. We just keep this going because the start of this year was rough, to say the least. I mean, really rough. But yeah. Cool. You got anything else?
No.
All right.
I think that wraps up our episode. We'll see you guys on the next one. Until then.
This has been the Daniel and Andrew Show. Thank you so much for watching part of the Daniel and Andrew Show. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss a notification of a brand new video. If you don't like looking at our faces, no problem. There's always a full audio version of the podcast wherever you find your podcast. Thanks, and enjoy.